so someone was mentioned that with the hands, it's a little hard, and they just without the hands. But the reason that we are using hand is that not only this is a new territory that we never did before, similar thing, and this one with the hand can help generate even stronger feeling, or say stronger possibility to do. So for those who that you not used to the hands, you probably won't try that. Still won't try it. So Eugene, did you try that the last?
Yes.
Okay, so you watched the video and try it. Okay. Yep. Good.
Had some trouble with it.
Huh?
Had some trouble with it. It's a little took a while to get used to.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay. So if there's no other questions, we're gonna go start diving into this.
I have a general question.
Yeah.
Kind of as we're doing this, as we're moving the chi, I realize that it's hard to describe, but there's kind of the different levels of intensity of that we could use. So for example, I realized at first it's kind of like a massage, right? So if somebody is just, lightly rubbing on you, on your back or whatever, right? So if we're talking about going up the spine, versus I can focus, and it takes a little more effort, but make it like somebody's really pushing, right? So it feels like the intensity of the amount of chi you're moving can be different depending on what you're trying to do. So I'm not sure if we should be always trying to do as much as we can, as much chi as we can, or is it okay to kind of, if the path is good, then it doesn't have to be as intense?
Okay, so it's a very, very good question, and that means your levels is our levels is getting higher and higher. So for intensity, remember I mentioned that I say even any path, right? So front, back, or this. For path, most of the time we can say in the beginning probably it's kind of vague. So say if it's the front, so I feel just the whole area, say this width, and then later on, if I can use my E to make it more focus, more concentrate, then the path become even smaller and smaller. That's one possibility. Of course, whether it's wide or small, the pathway, you still can have to say the amount. So there's two things that you can two variables into the same thing. So we want, the goal is the more stronger, more focus. That's the goal. But that's a pretty hard and take a long time. But in the meantime, if it's vague, then you want a lot more chi go through, then that's good. To do that first. So more or less to say more chi go through the pathway first, and then make it narrower. Does that answer your question?
Okay, so we basically want to do the more chi version, and then make it as narrow as possible, rather than just kind of feeling that, oh yeah, it's there. To get to your analogy of a road, right? So if we want to drive a truck, not a motorcycle, but we want to drive it in a straight line,
Okay. So that's different, because so the pathway could be very dense, but it's very narrow. So narrower could be, the volume could be more than the wider one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah. Maybe that was not a good analogy because those have different width. I'm just saying that in terms of, so I find that I can do the more dense, but it does end up like that I'm tensing up other places in order to achieve that.
Oh, okay.
A little bit. So I'm trying to not tense up and still achieve that level of density. But I think that it answers my question. We want the density to be as high as possible.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Good. Okay. So good. You clarify that. So that's a fine point to each individual. You want to make sure where's the fine line. So say a press, say a passing. Remember we're talking about, say, tighten the anus. But you say, oh, I want as much as possible. So then I tense as much as possible. Maybe, so that's not necessarily the case. So you just need to find a fine line. Remember that we don't want to use the, say, just like in Tai Chi, right? So I use force. I don't want to use the dumb force. I use the more agile, more clever one, which is find the best combination. When I need it, I use a little. When I don't need, I don't use the strength. So here, the tighten, that's why I keep saying that tighten a little bit, tighten gradually. That's a hint, say, use more efficient. Is that clarified a little bit more?
Yeah, I think so. In my case, when I'm trying to do more dense, it ends up tightening in places other, like in the chest, for example.
Oh,
and we don't want that, right?
No.
So that means I'm doing too much and I should do less.
Yes.
Where that it's not okay.
Yes. Yeah. Or that's good. So don't use too much. Or you want to think, see the whip. So whip is very powerful, especially say on the tip. There's a path, but it's definitely not a dumb force, or if you use a lot force, the whip will not moving, as opposed to you use a right amount and speed. Yes, yeah. Good question. Any other question? Okay, Agnes.
At my stage of learning, I find there's two things I need to pay attention. One is, no matter what you do, you're always in a form of relaxation, the whole body. But then I like to use intensified qi, make me at this stage, I feel my qi is passing through. Maybe when I reach a certain level, I don't have to do that to remind myself my qi is traveling. But I always remind myself to be relaxed. Then maybe, I can do better.
Yes. Oh yeah. So good thing. So the relax always is one of the most important thing that we would like to keep in our mind. In fact, relax helps to do better for almost everything, not just Qigong, not just Tai Chi, your daily life thing. So relax is very, very important skill to acquire. Or if you think in different way, relax means efficient. Use as little strength as possible to do what you can do or what you want to do. That's the best outcome. So that means relax. Yeah. And then you want, say, one particular technique that you're working on. you want the result of that particular technique as much as possible. So find the fine line which is relaxed, fine line which is relaxed to do that. Yeah, and then you touch a little point that we can say so for now you probably won't thinking about the past, because earlier you mentioned you don't think too much on the past. For now we probably won't think the past, and then once we get the path or get all the pathway very clear, very easy to pass our chi, then that's when you cannot think about the pathway. So you need to build the highway web first, meaning you want to think, you want to think about all this pathway. Once the pathway you've been traveled for many times, and with intensity getting higher and higher, then remember the third level is that you don't need to think about where and how it come, you go there. But you need to build the structure, the infrastructure first. So here, currently we're building the infrastructure. So you want to start, think more about the pathway.
Thank you.
Good.
Yes, is that the stage you call the 1道, 7道?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So once your yi goes, your qi is there. Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. So today's is called in Chinese is 大力金刚掌. So it's a strong Vajra palm. Actually, I think I omit one thing. This is the moving chi. So for this strong Vajra palms, we have several classes. This one, today's is the moving chi. Okay. So yeah, because in my handout I forgot to write the moving chi, because say like on the 11th there's I said passing chi, right? So same Vajra. So okay, the way that these two will be different. So what's Vajra? What's in Chinese? What's Qigong? Anybody have an idea what's that?
It's represent this very, very strong, powerful.
Yeah, very strong power. And Hamelin was doing this. That's King Kong. That's not the Qigong. It's different. So that's why I want to say, so King Kong is not the Qigong here we were referring to. That's why the English name is a Vajra. So for me, when I was little, my image of Qigong is that, so that's just me. I went into a temple. Besides the Buddhas in the front, there's another 4 big statue there, all very tall, and it looks very, very scary statue, all with different weapons. So yes, it's a very powerful thing. So if you really going to say the meaning of the Vajra or Qigong, it refers to a powerful mythical weapon, not the person. It's the weapon. So of course, that person has the weapon, then it's become very powerful as well. So here we will use that name. It means powerful palms. Okay, just that. Okay, so how do we do that? So inhaling, so we think our qi from South Pole going up from the Appoint Meridian up to your throat. Then we move up about the level, the forearm. And then continue inhaling. Remember, continue inhaling, although we sort of like a push, but it's not a push. We are just want try to get the qi as much as possible to the palm. So inhaling, inhaling, then you extend to Tai Chi straight. And then next time you want to think, make your palm expand. Not just like, okay, regular, we'll just go there. So you want the whole palm expand. Inhaling, and of course, tighten your anus with the right amount. Then exhale, go reverse. Once more. So inhale, you go up, hands, and the E, move your chi up to your throat. As you pushing out, the E go inside of your arms and then up to the palm, and think your palm more or less like a pressing chi. Expand, expand. Don't use force. Don't use force. Relax your muscle so that the chi can easily travel. Then go back. Any questions on the steps?
So the moving of the hands starts before we get the chi here, right? Or after?
Okay, so moving the hands synchronized with the breathing.
So it starts
once into the E also. Right, inhaling, E move from south pole to here. That's the first part. Your arm move up here, from here to here. The second part, then you go here and the E make the chi travel through inside of your arms and then go. Then you want to save a little time to say expand your palm. Expand your palm. Don't use force. So thinking, and don't use a muscle strength. Then back. Very relaxed on your arm. No muscle strength. Later on we will have that, but this one, no muscular strength. Okay, try it. Your own speed, right? Okay. Any thoughts? Any questions? Easy?
Yes, it is easy.
It's easy. Okay. Okay. So
I was going to say it's straightforward, but I can feel how it will get better with practice. The instructions are simple.
Yes, yeah. Instructions is very simple. Okay, so when you say easy, what do you mean? So easy to do. Can you feel the chi travel?
Yes, a little bit.
Okay, so we want to make it as strong as possible. So relax, and then remember this one. Now we're at a different level. This one is not just traveling. We want to think your palm is getting bigger. You really want to have that feeling without using your muscle of your palm or arms. Then this is what we want to do. Just like yes. So like Eugene mentioned that. So we can do that sort of. We want to get as much as possible of our chi to the palm, and then really you want to think that you can make it bigger. Press out. Of course, physically, when you watch, you will not be able to see differences, but you should feel that you can do that. Because later on, like the 11th, we will build upon this, then we do the next level. And in fact, see, we have what's the parting dragon, right? So we have similar, of course, a little different path goes to our arm and then to here. That's just regular passing. This is a strong Vajra palm. So we want to think a lot more chi goes to there and make your palm bigger, expand. So good things is some people say that it's easy. If someone you feel it's not that easy, that's still possible. There's a possibility because we're up to here then we start going to paths. Or even if you feel easy, that you can try just one arm at a time. See whether you can get this very strong. So for the people that you feel not easy, try one arm. So you really can focus on that. And for people feel easy but not strong on your palms, you also can try one arm and see what happens. Then put both together. Okay, try it again. So it's up to you. You want to use both arms, you use one arms, or use one arm and then two arms. Try it, and then you might feel different. Try it again.
When you tighten the anus, do you also do seeding? Do you also press?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Good. Yeah, seeding, yes. So the inhaling press. Yeah, I should mention that. It's good. Thank you. So the second part of the inhaling, yes, definitely is the inhaling press. Inhaling press, so that you really can expand. So you try to expand here, the dantian, and you can try to expand your palms. Yes, yeah. Okay, try it again. Okay. Any questions? This time compare with the last time. Anyone try the single hand and make a difference?
Yes. I try to use single hand.
Uh-huh.
I feel more chi on single hand.
Okay. Okay.
I think I still prefer to use like a both hand.
Okay. So yes. So good. So if you use single hand, you can feel more chi. And do you try just one? You started right, and did you try left?
Yes, I tried both.
Okay, so both have just about the same strongness.
Yes.
Okay, and then you add the two. Hopefully, you can still have the same strong feeling, same chi go there. Then that will be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
Sorry, I think I have trouble understanding. May I go back to the basic?
Yeah.
Can we say the inhaling is for there are actually two parts. One is chi from south pole to throat. And then when we push our palms out,
Move yes, yeah.
Move the chi through the inner of the arms and to the palms. And I consider that as the second part. And is that part we do inhaling press? Do we tighten our anus?
Yes. So the second part, you start the inhaling press, and you try to add a little detail. So inner parts of your arm, go to our palm. Do not forget that you want not just go there. You want save a little time. Think that your palm going expanding.
It's almost like the chi goes out of the palm.
Yes, yeah. So that will be the end of the inhaling.
Okay, and before I feel, I cannot feel the chi go through my arms, and they are already in my palms.
Good.
So what can I do?
Good.
That's okay?
Yes, good. And I did not say okay, I say good.
Okay.
Okay.
Then
good.
I say okay.
But remember, I say that, so usually if we will work on a pathway, a technique on one pathway, and if you feel the chi sensation in that pathway, that's good. And if you feel chi sensation in other parts of your body, that's also good. Of course, you don't want to think about that feeling, that sensation. You want to focus on what you are doing. So here, it's good. You already have the feeling on this, but you still want to think about the pathway, and hopefully after days of practice, your pathway could be very clear, very strong, and make your palm feeling even stronger than currently.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess probably most of people, you feel palms is no problem, only how strong you are, right? Yeah. Okay, Agnes?
I know the name is palm, Qigong palm. Does that involve 5 fingers? Because maybe I misled myself. I feel when my chi goes to here, and when I expand my palm, my yi has to have a chi go through my 5 fingers. I don't know if that's correct.
Chi goes to, okay, so good. So more detail explain. So go in here, right? And then it will go, of course, go your whole palm, and the end will be the tip of your 5 fingers. However, for this one, that's not the end. Up to the fingers, meaning your whole palm has all the newly brought qi to here, and then you want to expand the whole palm. Of course, whole palm means including your fingers, to expand, to make it go out, expand. That's the technique that for this one, we are working on it.
Okay, thank you.
So there go whole palm, and to the of course to the tips. That means whole arm, and then expand. Then you finish.
Okay, I have another question because I try to observe you how you do that. Of course, I know your qi is much longer than mine. However, when you come down, go through the throat and all the way meridian and go to southpaw. In the end, I felt like you have a much longer time when the qi pass through southpaw, you take a long time. So I don't know if I'm missing something because I felt like I ran out of the qi, even though my qi is much shorter than yours.
Okay. Good observation. Actually, as I was doing that, okay, I was thinking that, maybe I should mention this. So, okay, good. So when we up to here, and after exhaling, remember I say that it's a passive, you want to so-called the Qigong, not the Qigong. So still, at the end of the exhaling, although it's very passive, but you want little tighten your anus, a little bit, so that sometimes I didn't even mention it, but that's become more or less habit. So at the end, so I want to get all my qi out because I want contract my dantian. When I contract my dantian, my anus will get tightened slightly. So that's why you probably see that at the end I was doing something, the exhaling. But that's even for the regular, say, the most basic expanding dantian, waist, and the kidney. And then when we go back, you should doing that same thing because you contract your dantian. Then it would. And then the other thing is that, so here, so you probably see that is that. So I totally relax. So remember, this is not Tai Chi. This is we're doing Qigong. So for Tai Chi, when we're doing, say, block, so this is Yan, this is Yin. So Yin, we still has the dots there. So our hands, this Yin hands, needs a little bit. But here, we're not the Tai Chi with the dots. So here, you can really totally relax your arm. Do you understand that? So that's why, so here, I'm up to here, so Tai Chi straight. I have one, say half second, let the gravity hold my arm, and then I start. So that's extra relax. And if we can differentiate more, then it's more powerful. Whether you tighten or you relax, if you can relax more, then you are more powerful because say you have more. So if I can only relax here, I can only up to the center, then up here. If I can relax more, then I have much more. So here, you probably notice that here, I totally relax, and that probably add half second, a second.
Yes, but then without the qi, you relax, or you still have qi exhaling when you relax?
Exhaling, yeah, that's my last exhaling, say, contract my dantian and slightly tighten my anus. That's more or less a focus my qi, so I can ready to go the next one.
Okay.
I have a question because I'm a little confused. And so in this case, you're talking about getting all your qi out. You're talking the breath or the energy type of qi? Like, because my understanding was we're kind of collecting it at the bottom of the sea, right? So the breath is all coming out, but we're not really trying to push out the qi.
No, not pushing out the qi. So you tighten, right? So
right.
Tighten. So you contract your ab, and you don't want, particularly you don't want it to go out. So that's why you need to tighten your anus a little bit. Otherwise, if you press here and you don't do a little bit to prevent, then the pressure gonna go to a soft point. So that's why you want to tighten slightly to to have the hole. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to clarify. The confusion is you're saying in this case you get all your qi out, meaning all the breath out.
Yes.
As
Breath,
opposed to the qi that we're moving.
Yes. Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Just the translation.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's right. Any other questions? Feel this time easier? Feeling stronger? Or, okay, maybe I should pose a different way to ask. Do you feel qi pathway here and here? The pathway. Besides just your palm, can you feel you're going there? Okay, yes, I saw some. So that's yes. Okay, good. So that's one step that we would like to achieve that. And then anybody can feel your palm sort of expand or say swollen, or you got a lot qi here. Grace? Okay. Yes, good. So that's the next step we like to have as well. So then serve this purpose for this technique, because the next one on the 11th we're gonna use really. So that's why Ning, you were saying that push here. We're not really pushing. We don't use our muscle. We just extend, and we want to use our qi go there as much as possible and then expand. Later on, we will use a little push. Then it's based on we have enough qi here already. So we want to get it the two steps very clear, so that before we go to the next one, we will have enough solid base to do the next one. Okay, so first try to get the feeling about the pathway, whether it's very narrow or vague, that's fine. A little wide is fine. And then expand your palms. Any other questions?
I'm sorry, could you say the two steps again? I mean, it's not, the first time it's not push, and then it's push.
So, okay, it's not push. Why I say it's not push? Because push, then you might think that push is you need the muscular strength to really push. Don't think it's a push. It's just extend your palm.
Okay.
No muscular strength to push out. Don't have the intention of your mind say, okay, I'm pushing something. You don't even want to do that. You just want to, okay, I'm extending to help my qi go forward along my arms. So the level you like to, of course, if you can feel both, that's even better. So the qi goes through pathway to your palms, and then the next is that your palm feel expand. That's another step that you want to feel that it's different from your, so far normally we can travel to here. We can feel that in our palm. That's one thing. And you can feel somewhat expanding. That's what we want.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Simple. Only needs to practice more. Right? Okay. How about try it again, and then Okay. Any questions? It's more stronger than last time? Hopefully. Okay. Any other questions? No? Okay. Stay home. Practice.
Sorry, there
Oh,
is one
yeah.
question.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I do feel this time, I do feel qi go through my arms, but when they reach the palms, they are still in my arms as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's correct.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
that's correct. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Good. See, once you start thinking, then the pathway become clearer. Good. Okay, Albert, you have a question? Albert Huang? No, oh, you say bye. Okay, so stay home, practice. Yeah, okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
再见。
Yeah,
Thank you, teacher.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.